So many creators are stuck, business owners, entrepreneurs, anybody that's getting in front of the camera, because they continue to practice these outdated things. And we're going to stop doing these in 2025. Number one, that you need something high quality, like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 camera in order for you to get in front of the camera. I see a lot of business owners. I'm talking people that have been in business for years, 5, 6, 7 years, and they think that they have to hire a marketing agency, quality cameras, lights, crazy mics, and all of this expensive stuff in order to get in front of the camera. And guess what? We have a phone that we can do it by ourselves. I actually have a video that talks about how to create unlimited content, creating B-roll, doing your everyday things, and build that relatability with your audience. I love to see the way that YouTube is transforming into a more authentic place. I do think that we have to thank TikTok for that, because that has just gave us the opportunity to turn on our phone in the car and talk about our problems, trauma dump, whatever we're gonna do. It just gave us that permission to be ourselves, even if we don't have a fancy mic or a fancy camera. Next, I know this isn't you, but just in case, I want to remind you that the biggest mistake that you may or may not be doing, or maybe you have a friend, so make sure to share this with them, is not creating short form content. I'm not talking about the micro short, like a 2-second reel that's a random repeating video. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about anything less than a minute and a half. Maybe it's you talking like this, face to camera. Maybe it's sharing a story on a reel. And I'm talking about reels because we may or may not know what's happening to TikTok. But in general, short form content is like the appetizer and wheeling people into your longer form content. Think about diversifying your content, even if you're not going to do YouTube, right? Wherever else, have your shorter form and also do your long form content. People want to understand, what are you about? What are her beliefs? How does she speak? What type of connection can me and you have right now? Because I'm speaking to you directly. That's going to be something that we have to 100% change this year. Now, a few outdated things that we have to stop doing: overlooking AI tools and how to use them. So for example, a few of the ones that I absolutely love, repurpose.io, and that is pulling all of my old TikToks into a folder, and I'm going to be able to take a look at them if they're even usable. All I had to do is connect my TikTok onto a Google Drive, and it's doing it for me. It downloaded everything that it needed to. I also recently created a running TikTok, super fun. It's like wellness beauty. That's downloading everything for me, and it's also pulling any Instagrams, so when the time comes, I can repost it if it's repostable. Another AI tool that I absolutely love is IndieScript, and what it does, it helps me come up with my YouTube description. It also helps me with any of the timestamps as well as edit, and it's even helped me create little videos for my courses. I typed up my script, I picked a voice, it's like a random English lady, and it did the video for me.
This would be an example of a video I can do for a course explaining a certain concept, or a voiceover, even if you don't want to do it yourself.
So all I have to do is bring in either B-roll or just the words, and it can create that for you. So leverage whatever apps that you can, even ChatGPT. I know that's not the only AI one, but ChatGPT, you can have full-on conversations leveraging that. You have to use it not to replace you, but to aid you. Start brainstorming. Let it come up with content creation ideas and not just copy paste it. I'm talking challenge it. Hey, listen, I like this, but what about if this is my ideal client? What if I'm selling this instead of this? Give me the best call to action. All of these step-by-steps are going to help you leverage AI so we get the results that we truly want. Now let's move on a little bit to mindset and what we are not going to be doing anymore this year. And that is perfectionism, which I hope that we're still not there. I feel like we've gotten a little better, especially with TikTok. It helps you and it shows you that you don't have to be perfect. But honestly, like, perfection does not exist. Even when you think you have achieved it, something will go wrong no matter what. That's part of life. I mean, do you truly want to get to burnout? I don't know if you've experienced that yet, but I have multiple times, and it's not fun. Procrastination comes from that too, because now you're like, oh, I'm not gonna do it if it's not perfect. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. We're not doing that. That comes with my next point, which is fear of failure. Like, failure is part of the journey. Doesn't matter what journey you are going through. I talk a lot about my new running journey. I only started, it's gonna be about 6 months or so. And something that I I love about running is that it gives me so much permission to fail. When I say I'm gonna do a mile this fast, I never do it. It's when I least expect it that I do a mile a little bit faster, because all I can do is try to get better every single run, every single mile. But if I was like, oh my gosh, if I'm not gonna do this mile in less than 10 minutes, I'm never gonna run. Can you imagine? Feel a failure? I would never be running. It makes no sense. Definitely adopt a growth mindset, because perfectionism, I get it. You just want everything to be perfect. You just want it to look good. Like, I get it. I understand that. But listen, instead of focusing on that perfectionism and not wanting to fail, reverse it and then just focus on the progression, that you're getting better and better, and focus on the consistency. As long as I continue to practice is the way that we are going to get better. You know what's so crazy? I took my daughter to swim class today and she got her ribbon to get to the next level. Okay. And I am just so freaking proud of her, because she asked the trainer, hey, listen, I want my medal today. And the trainer says, do you think that you're gonna get it? And she's like, no, I don't think so. Not today. So he pushed her even more. I remember, like, I've never seen her work this hard in a class. Like, usually they're just chilling, playing, whatever. Like, she likes it. Today, they worked hard. They were not talking, not playing around. And she got her medal. And it just made me realize that instead of focusing, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna get it, which she does every single class. I'm not gonna get my medal today. I'm not gonna do it today. Today, she focused on the actual work and she got it. So sometimes, instead of just prioritizing the perfection and pretty much boosting our ego, focusing on embracing the opportunity to get better, and the consistent actual improvement will get you to where you want to. I know that you're reflecting a lot on how you are going to make this year the best year ever. And I love that for you. We need to create a vision board. And I'm not talking about like a woo, you're just gonna put fancy cars and trips on there. I'm talking about an intentional vision board that actually gets you the results that you want. Now, I'm not the only one that created a vision board that works. My husband did it too. So that's exactly what we're gonna talk about in the next video. So make sure to subscribe and I will see you there. Bye.